Jerry Bowers, and Bowers into the lead. Once again, Sonny Eaton's car seems to have the speed and the straight, but doesn't have the cornering capability of some of these other cars. Jerry Bowers now leading in the blue car. Sonny Eaton in second place. Al Schubert in the orange car is third. They get through the intersection once again. And a little nudge there, but they're going all right. Bowers leading. Eaton right behind him. Then comes Schubert coming up right behind Eaton. And also coming up quickly is number 44, Sonny Thompson, in the blue car with a white top. And Eaton almost takes the lead. No, there's the white flag, the final lap, given by our starter. Dutch Miller is going to be extremely close. Remember, the top three qualify. Jerry Bowers leading number 30, and Sonny Thompson comes up now into second place. Sonny Eaton dropped down to third. Al Schubert is right in there. Here comes the final intersection. And there's traffic in it. Let's see what happens. Thompson goes on the outside. Bowers gets blocked. And Eaton comes in second. And Bowers just makes it into third place over number 1, Bob Seabold. A very tight finish in this 10-lap race. There is our winner of the second heat. We'll show you once it was. Now that is leading. Thompson on the with a white plate. Watch Bowers. He gets blocked in here in traffic. Thompson goes to the outside. Eaton goes to the outside, as does. But Bowers just was able to sneak on the inside as cars moved again. Third place.
We'll be back with more of the World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. But as you probably know, the U.S. Open is coming up on ABC next weekend. And Chris is at Pebble Beach Golf Links to report on the beauty and challenge of the open course. Now here's Chris.
Robert Lewis.
The field is lined up and ready to go for the 8th annual World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. And starter Dutch Miller puts them into motion. Now, earlier we talked with Richard Simmons, former world champion, about negotiating that difficult intersection, the Big X.
I'm trying to set the cars up so that I can get through a hole there without slowing down.
What is the worst thing you confront at the X?
Having it blocked up where I have to stop, or getting tangled up with a car where I have to slow way down and the cars behind me are able to go by then at full speed.
What about the field today?
This is the best field that they've had here since I've been running here. This is our 4th year, and the cars are a lot better. The engines are running better. The drivers are all professionals here today from all over the country, Florida, Texas, Colorado, all over. So we've got the best field of figure 8 cars that I've ever seen.
And the pole position here, surprisingly enough, is drawn by lot. And there's 771, Richard Simmons' car. We'll have a camera in that car to show you some subjective shots as we go along. This is the kind of shot as they're just getting for this
Way, subjective camera installed right behind the driver. It shows you exactly what he sees.
There's a car to watch, number 45, Dan Daughtry. He's the top Florida driver. There he is, the champion of the Golden Gate Speedway. And in the third heat, which was run while we were away, the winner of 4F, Charlie Weaver, qualified for the finals along with John Corro and Joe Steger. And here they go. They get the green flag from Dutch Miller. 33-car field. And in quickly to the lead is number 37, Larry Lalone, followed by number 45, Dan Daughtry. The white number 2 car, Bob Jackson, is right in there, too, who lost the last 10 yards last year. Number 37, Larry Lalone, still out on top. 25 laps for the Figure 8 World Stock Car Championship. And Lalone spins out. There he goes. And number 45, Dan Daughtry, takes over the lead. Number 2, Bob Jackson, right behind him. Number 28, Marty Hagaro, was also in there, along with number 30, Jerry Bowers. They have to stop at the intersection. Number 28 is Hagaro. And there's a track up. Number 30, Jerry Bowers, who qualified in the second heat. He keeps on going, though. And the leader coming through again, as you look at the subjective camera, in the car of Richard Simmons. The leader in the white car, number 2, is Bob Jackson. That looks like the San Diego Freeway late on a Sunday afternoon. It is tough trying to thread your way through there. And Bob Jackson really got creamed that time. He was our leader. He was hit and hit hard. Once again, here it is in slow motion. He was hit by number 322, Joe Steger. Luckily, his harness held and he keeps on going. Now watch Sonny Eaton, number 82, as Bob Jackson gets hit. He seeks right on the inside to go into the lead. But Bob Jackson keeps on going. Back to the race right now. The leader is Sonny Eaton, number 82, being closely pursued and passed there by number 45, Dan Daughtry. Third is number 44, Sonny Thompson. Eaton takes the lead once again. He and Dan Daughtry are going at it. Eaton is 82, Dan Daughtry is 45. As we mentioned before, Eaton seems to have the speed in the straight, but Daughtry's car seems to handle better in the curve. They're lapping the field right now. Real battle between Sonny Eaton and Dan Daughtry. Dan Daughtry's out ahead, but Sonny Eaton goes on the inside, and Eaton takes the lead once again. And right behind there, the car with the white top and the blue body is number 44, Sonny Thompson is coming up. But once again, it is Dan Daughtry and Sonny Eaton dueling for the lead. Eaton number 82, and it is Dan Daughtry number 45. Sonny Thompson still in there. Now, Daughtry takes the lead once again over Eaton. Extremely close between these two. 82 is Eaton trying to get on the inside, and no, he can't get by him. That is Daughtry still out ahead in number 45. 25 laps here for the World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. Now is Eaton with that superior speed trying to pass Daughtry, but he can't do it on the curve. That stretch is just too short for the superior speed of Sonny Eaton's car. Ooh, they just get by the traffic then. Daughtry driving beautifully, number 45, trying to close out Eaton, number 82. Here they come to the intersection once again. And our leaders just sneak through. And Sonny Thompson is hit, though, number 44, who was in third or fourth place. I believe because of all the debris all over the place, the red flag might be out. And also involved in an accident was 771, that's Richard Simmons, and in his car is our subjective camera. Now, here's the confusion at the X from Richard Simmons' car. Remember when we interviewed Simmons earlier, he said this is exactly what he hoped to avoid. And he gets going again. And Dutch Miller has the red flag out. That's Ken Leogram looking over the back of his busted-up car. And here's the near miss slowly from Richard's car again. A sobering picture. Makes you conscious of safety and seatbelts. And there are your leaders. And what else can happen? What a figure eight championship. And we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, here we go again for another restart in the 8th World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. The garbage has all been cleared up. And Dutch Miller's all set for the restart. Our leaders are still Sonny Eaton, number 82, and right beside him is Dan Daughtry, number 45. Up there, too, is number 21. But it is Dan Daughtry, number 45 and 82, right out there once again. And we have a lot of confusion coming out of that first turn. Our leaders have gone through the first intersection. Here they come again. Number 45, Dan Daughtry, well out ahead now of Sonny Eaton. But remember, Sonny's car has that superior speed in the straights. In third place is number 21, Aaron Collier. Eaton coming on the outside, making up time, is right behind Dan Daughtry. And the third car is Aaron Collier. That's the one with the white top and the white hood. They're coming up on Daughtry, and Eaton goes on the inside and takes the lead once again over Dan Daughtry. So Eaton, number 82, but Daughtry's right back at him on the curve, and Daughtry recaptures the lead. Eaton's on the outside of the red car, and the white car with the white hood, that is Aaron Collier, who is in third place. Remember, once again, all these cars are carefully inspected. Safety precautions, like roll bars and side bars, are strictly enforced. And the championship here is 25 laps over the quarter-mile track. And now Aaron Collier goes into second place. They have to slow down for traffic. Oh! And he just got nudged then. Dan Daughtry was nudged, and I believe Sonny Eaton has taken over the lead once again. And there is confusion in the middle. Hey! Somebody lost something important there. I don't know who it belongs to, but the race keeps on going. And our leader is still Sonny Eaton, number 82. There he goes. Right behind him is Dan Daughtry. And Dan Daughtry takes the inside, and Dan Daughtry takes the lead over Sonny Eaton. Into the X they go as Daughtry pursued by Eaton. Eaton catches up on him on the straights once again. And 4F is Charlie Weaver, who's in third place. But he might have been lapped. It's hard to say. He was just in that last crack-up. And Eaton goes by again on that straight. Coming on the inside is Charlie Weaver. And now in third place, behind some of the cars they've lapped, is Dan Daughtry. That's Eaton out ahead. 4F, the greenish car, has been lapped. And look at Daughtry come on the inside. Now 4F, Charlie Weaver, sort of blocking for our leader, Sonny. Oh, there's a clip. Oh! And Eaton gets hit. He gets hit by Rick Stice. And Eaton's in trouble. Look at that left rear tire of Sonny Eaton, our leader, but he keeps right on going. Daughtry was also hit in that crack-up. Wait a minute, he's shaking his head. They're stopping the race. Everybody's waving off the cars. They thought Daughtry might have been seriously hurt. He was involved in that crack-up when Sonny Eaton just clipped Rick Stice, and I believe Rick Stice swung right into where Dan Daughtry is trying to get through, and he hit head-on at about 50 miles an hour. There's a tough guy, Dan Daughtry. He's out walking. Here it is again. Now watch Sonny Eaton. He gets flicked, and look at Dan Daughtry's car, the purple one, just smashed right smack into 678, driven by Rick Stice. Here it is again. Watch the purple car right there. Let's talk with the leader.
Boy, you're going beautifully. What happened to your rear end here?
Well, I tried to make it through that hole and didn't make it.
That's a simple. Can you run with it? I mean, it seems like...
Wheels bent. I'm going to try it. Only a couple more laps left.
That's a tough break. Well, both Dan Daughtry's also out, you know.
Is he? Is he all right? Did he get hit or?
Yeah, he got hit. He's okay. He says he's all right. He went off under his own power. Looks like he was knocked out for a little bit there. But you're still the leader right now, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
What do you mean you're running beautifully out there?
And indeed he is the leader. We'll be back in a moment with more of the 8th Annual Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. Coming into view there, the brown car with the white top is Jim Donaldson. And also right up there now, the light blue car with the white top in third position is Sonny Thompson. He started way back in the pack. But around they go, and will that tire hold up? Sonny Eaton just gets by there, driving beautifully, trying to conserve that tire. He's not going as fast as he was earlier in the race. Charlie Weaver is blocking out Sonny Thompson. Thompson, 44, is in second position. Now we have, I believe, 5 laps to go, according to our count. Everybody's wondering, will that tire hold up? Great timing there by Eaton, who's driving beautifully. Thompson closing the gap, number 44, trying to get by Charlie Weaver. Eaton's tire still smoking. Now there is a white flag given by Dutch Miller, but I still think there are more laps to go. This is not the last lap, I believe. Now, Sonny Thompson has gotten by Charlie Weaver. He's right behind our leader. And look at that tire still going up in smoke. Now we have 3 laps to go. And I believe Dutch Miller was waving him off then, saying this is not the final lap. There's our leader, 82, Sonny Eaton, leading Sonny Thompson, and Thompson is going to take him. Maybe they're nose to nose, and Thompson goes into the lead and just gets through the intersection. Now there are 2 laps to go. Thompson now trying to get a little distance away from Sonny Eaton. And will that tire hold up? Oh, there's a crack up. Number 2, Bob Jackson. But Sonny Thompson keeps on going, but Sonny Eaton is blocked out. Sonny Eaton is still there, blocked out by Bob Jackson in the white car, number 2. A tough break for Sonny Eaton. And now here's the white flag. That is official. And Sonny Thompson, number 44, is our leader. A tough break for Sonny Eaton. There's Thompson, number 44. He's coming around to the final intersection. And let's see if he's going to get through. It's a clean through for Sonny Thompson. He is the winner. But since we've had some confusion here about the laps, Thompson and the rest of the field seem to want to take another turn around just to be sure. Here's our winner, Sonny Thompson, who started way back in the field. He qualified for the World Championship by qualifying first in the second heat. And now he's pulling up our winner, Sonny Thompson. He's from Indianapolis, waves his hands in victory, being congratulated by his friends. Takes the checkered flag, symbolic of victory, and now we'll take the victory turn around the track. Now here's where Sonny Thompson took over the lead on this corner from Sonny Eaton. And good driving by both men, just getting through. Now here's this important crack-up. Watch what happens. Bob Jackson hits into Sonny Thompson, stops Sonny Eaton, number 82. Now watch, Eaton sort of pushes Thompson ahead, and Eaton is blocked off, and Thompson keeps right on going and won the race. Sonny Thompson, the winner, coming from way back in the field, winner of the World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship here in Iceland.
Once again, the world champion, Sonny Thompson. Second was Dennis Pace. Third, Sam Atkins. Before leaving Islip, another reminder to join us next weekend for our exclusive U.S. Open coverage, beginning with a special telecast Friday night at 10:30 Eastern and Pacific, 9:30 Central Time. The executive producer of ABC's Wide World of Sports is Roone Arledge. World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship produced and directed by Lou Vopicelli. U.S. Women's Olympic Gymnastics Trials produced by Doug Wilson, directed by
Well, the cars are back in the pits preparing for the big 7th annual Figure 8 World Championship stock car race. 25 laps, 30 cars in the finals. Look at this. Imagine polishing up for a Figure 8 championship. And we'll be returning to the Islip, Long Island Speedway for our Figure 8 championship. But now let's go to Jim McKay in Ljubljana, Yugoslavia.
Has a Sears die. Get.
This is Bud Palmer back at the Islip, Long Island Speedway. We're getting ready for the 7th annual World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship on this quarter-mile Figure 8 track. As you can see, it's designed like a Figure 8, and each lap, all the cars go through the intersection there at the X twice, and that's where the action is. It's 25 laps, 30 cars in the finale, so we have quite a field out there. Some of the drivers, this is Jim Gamaldi from Bayshore, New York, Aaron Collar of Seminole, Florida, Paul Grodwald of Smithtown, New York, a very nervous-looking Charlie Mapes from Yapak, New York, Richie Reed from Centereach, New York, Forrest Halliburton from Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lester Stone from Pinellas, Florida. Here's the lineup on the pole. Ben Giraputo in 63. Outside him in 1A is Ron Heller. 59 is Joe Steger. Outside him, number 2, Bob Jackson. Number 7, the red car, Don Berry. Outside him is Jim Gamaldi. And number 21, Aaron Collar. And outside him is Bob Edgar, who finished second in the 3rd heat. Here they come down, all set for the start. And they get the green flag from Dutch Miller. Breaking on top in the black car is Ben Giraputo. Second in the blue is Ron Heller. Third in white with the sign on top is Bob Jackson. That's where they stand right now. Giraputo, Heller, and Jackson. Almost a crack up. Going to the first lap. They get through all right. This is Giraputo. Number 1, Ron Heller. There's our leader. And taking over second place, number 2, is Bob Jackson. And it's Giraputo and Bob Jackson, 1 and 2. Ron Heller in the blue car is 3rd. That yellow car is being lapped. the black car, the white car, followed by the blue car. And Bob Jackson takes the inside and takes the lead from Jaraputo. Number 2, Bob Jackson, our new leader. Jaraputo second, Ron Heller is third. There's a crack up. Being hit then is number 82, Bob Seuss, losing his rear wheel, and we have the red flag. We'll continue our World Championship in just a moment. Look, and here's the restart after 3 laps, 22 to go. On the pole position, the black car is Ben Jaraputo. On the outside of him is Bob Jackson. There are 2 leaders, and we got the start once again, and topping out of the lead in the white car is Bob Jackson. Ben Jaraputo is in second place. And from somewhere came number 8, Charlie Rohde, in the yellow and black car. Aaron Collar is passing him. And there goes a car sort of the wrong way, but, well, he'll be right back in the race again. The white car is Jackson, Jaraputo in the black car. Aaron Collar trying to pass him on the outside. And Charlie Rohde in number 8 is right behind them. Jackson threading through traffic. Aaron Collar in 21 takes over second place from Ben Jaraputo. And there is a crack-up involving Bob Edgar, who just went by, number 77, pulling out his Lee Stodstill, and they leave on the track, stone cold dead, Don Barry in a very difficult position. He's right smack in the middle, just outside the X. We'll probably have, there he is, Bob Jackson's red flag, along with Aaron Collar and Carl Volker in the blue car. We ought to have a red flag. Oh, there it is. We finally get it for Don Barry as they're going by him. And while they're seeing what happened to Don Barry, I'd like to remind you that next Saturday here on ABC, a great college football doubleheader, Michigan at Ohio State starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both those teams nationally ranked. Then at 8 o'clock in the evening, it's UCLA versus USC. That's this next Saturday here on ABC. And Don Barry checking his engine. He doesn't seem to be able to get it going, wondering what's wrong. And they got rid of him in a real hurry. They just pushed him off. They want to get restarted once again. Other cars are still trying to come up on this restart. It's been very fast. They just pushed Don Barry off and said, so long, that's it, fella. You can see some of the cars still trying to catch up. A very quick restart here. Bob Jackson now on the inside. Ben Jaraputo outside him. Aaron Collar, number 21, and Charlie Rohde. Here we go again. Bob Jackson on top once again. Ben Jaraputo, the black car second. Yellow car's Aaron Collar. Gone through 5 laps. It's Jackson in white. Jaraputo in black. Aaron Collar right behind him. And blue car, number 5, Carl Volker is pulled up. And they're just missing on the intersection by 6 or 8 inches. Give or take 1 or 2. Aaron Collar takes over second. There's a spin out by Sonny Eaton, number 82, but he keeps right on going. And Aaron Collar now challenging Bob Jackson for the lead. They're going to run into traffic here. Look out! And Aaron Collar and Ben Jaraputo and Carl Volker, all 3 pass our leader, Bob Jackson. There's our new leader, number 21, Aaron Collar. Look out. Uh-oh, Aaron Collar, our leader, gets hit. Look at his left fender, but he keeps right on going, losing in a lot of places, though. And once again, our leader is Bob Jackson, a very fast car. Carl Volker, number 5, is in second place. More traffic as our leaders come in, threading through beautifully. Jaraputo just gets by. It's Jackson, Volker in the blue car, Jaraputo in the black car. And going on the outside, trying to get by. A good try was Carl Volker. Could not make it. Jackson still our leader, as they're lapping cars now. Jackson, tremendous surge of power. You can see the way he spins around those curves. Certainly his engine seems to have more power than anybody else. Cars are all over the place. Charlie Rohde having problems in number 8. A few other crack-ups. But Bob Jackson loses his lead right now to Carl Volker. Jackson is in second place, fighting with Ben Garaputo for it. Now Jackson takes second place back, right behind the blue car, which is Carl Volker, which is our new leader. Little heavy traffic. They're spread out all over the track right now. Uh-oh, somebody lost a wheel. That's off Luby Allen, I believe. He is number 60. Is going along without a wheel. He's still in the race, though. And our leader, Carl Volker, smacked. Oh, look at the radiator. That's very serious for Carl Volker, who was our leader, smashing into the car. We have a red flag. There's too much debris all over the track. They have to slow things down. Luby Allen waving as he leaves on 3 wheels. And Carl Volker is working desperately on his radiator, trying to get that repaired before the restart. And we'll be back in a moment. And we're 2/3 of the way through the World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship now from Islip, Long Island. The leader is still Bob Jackson there in the white car, threading through traffic beautifully. And now Carl Volker's dropped in the blue car, is dropped into 3rd place. A battle, those 2 identical-looking cars, number 36, Lester Sloan, and number 771, Dick Simmons. Jackson really turning it on, as you can see. Just gets through traffic there. And 36, Lester Sloan, is in 2nd place. 771, Dick Simmons in 3rd. Carl Volker still steaming, dropping back, and there's a car smoking. Belongs to Don Royce. Jackson lapping the field. Those 2 cars that look alike are battling for 2nd place. 36 and 771. There's 36, Lester Sloan, all piled up against the barricade there. And here's 240, Don Royce is on the side. And the smoke begins to cover the track now. And next Saturday, more racing on ABC's Wide World of Sports. The Phoenix 150 IndyCar race live from Arizona. The Phoenix and Tucson areas will be blacked out for this live telecast. 36, Lester Sloan in 2nd place. Smoke begins to cover the track from Don Royce. We still have no red flag as yet. The field has been seriously depleted. They started with 30 cars. Our leader is still Bob Jackson, running very smoothly. There's our leader, just went through the intersection. A real battle for 2nd place. Lester Sloan in 36. Driving with Wild Abandon, followed by 771 Dick Simmons. That's our leader in the white car, Bob Jackson. And smoke continues to pour from the car of Don Royce. Look, you can hardly see it now. Jackson running into heavy traffic, sneaks through beautifully. Great timing going through that intersection. Coming up right behind him, though, is number 36, Lester Sloan. Here come our leaders, just sneaking through then. And in 3rd place is Dick Simmons. So it looks like a battle between those 3 right now for 1st place. There they go, the white car, Bob Jackson. 36 is Lester Sloan. Heavy traffic, and Lester Sloan gets boxed out, almost gets hit, sneaks through. That gave Bob Jackson a chance to scurry out in front by a bit more. Now's the battle once again for 2nd place. Lester Sloan takes over again, and the red flag is out. The red flag, that's because of that smoking car, I believe, of Don Royce. He finally climbs out. We'll be back for the final laps in just a moment. Here's the restart, and our leader with 3 laps to go, Bob Jackson, 36 is Lester Sloan, 771 is Dick Simmons, number 75 is Bob Southard. About 15 cars remaining in a field which started at 30. They're coming down the straight, they get the green flag, and Bob Jackson booms out ahead. Lester Sloan, number 36, right with him, followed by number 771, Dick Simmons. These are the final laps, 7th Annual World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship. And now we have 2 laps to go. Get through the intersection okay that time. It's still Jackson and White, number 36, Lester Sloan, and 771 is Dick Simmons. And here comes the white flag, the last lap. They have 2 times more to go through the intersection. They just get through that. Here comes the final pass through the intersection. Bob Jackson still leading. Looks like he might run into traffic. Jackson runs into traffic. Lester Sloan dodges them both, and Lester Sloan wins. Lester Sloan comes through winning. The same thing happened in the 3rd heat, which you saw when Bob Edgar was nosed out by Carl Volker. And there's our winner, Lester Sloan, just winning the last 100 feet of the race. Now here it is in slow motion. Now watch Bob Jackson just nudge this car. He didn't slow up enough. Now watch the great driving by Lester Sloan, who avoids one car, whips it to the left, avoiding both cars. And he's 100 feet from the finish, and he wins it. Lester Sloan. And while we're waiting for Lester Sloan to come over and receive his trophy, let's remind you that Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, NFL football, St. Louis at Dallas. Well, Larry Mendelson presenting the trophy to Lester Sloan, who's the World Figure 8 champion from Pinellas Park. Is that right?
Pinellas Park.
Pinellas Park, Florida.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is a tight finish there, just getting by number 2.
It sure was. I didn't know if we were going to make it or not.
Tell me, Lester, there are 3 things in this. There's skill, luck, and the car. What percentage do you think is what in this race?
Well, here today, I think it was luck.
Luck, how much? About 80%, do you think?
At least 80%, yes, sir. Surviving was a big thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lester Sloan, the World Figure 8 Stock Car Champion for 1970. Here are the official results. First is Lester Sloan, second is Dick Simmons, third is Bob Southard, and Bob Jackson led almost all the way to number 2, finished 5th. And that's the story of the 7th Annual World Figure 8 Stock Car Championship from Islip, Long Island. The executive producer of ABC's Wide World of Sports is Rune Arledge. Coordinating producer, Jim Spence. Today's program was produced by Dick Kirshner. Gymnastic coverage directed by Mike Friedman, and figure 8 racing directed by Larry Kahn. Associate directors, Jim Jeanette and Roger Goodman. Technical director at Islip, John Broderick. Remember, NFL football, Monday night here on ABC, the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next Saturday on ABC's Wide World of Sports, the Phoenix 150 Indianapolis car race live from Arizona. The Phoenix and Tucson areas will be blacked out with what it might have